Welcome to Commission Beyond the Walls. I hope you've been enjoying this series. I hope you've watched episode 1 and 2 and even the introduction part of this series. It's been an amazing and awesome series. I'm glad you're going to share this video for someone to learn what we have installed in this episode and even the episode beyond. In the first 2 episodes of this series, Commissioned Beyond the Walls, we began rediscovering what it really means to live out our faith beyond the Sunday morning services that we come to church for. And in episode 1, we talked about the 7 mountains of influence. Those 7 mountains of influence, that is the key areas that shape our culture in life and everything generally in the world: our religion, family, education, government, media and arts, and entertainment, and the business spheres, which is also related as economy. We learned that the kingdom of God is not meant to stay hidden inside church walls, but to flow through every one of those mountains, which is very important. We were challenged in that episode to see ourselves not as spectators of culture, but as ambassadors called to bring light and righteousness wherever we serve. It is very important that you understand that you are the light of the world. Then in episode 2, we explored what it means to seek or to see our work as worship. That our workplaces, spaces are a place of worship for us. We dismantle the idea that ministry only happens on the pulpits. You need to watch those episodes to really learn or to understand what I'm saying right now. We saw that when you teach in a classroom, or run a business, raise a family, or design a product with integrity, you are actually ministering to people. You are actually doing ministry. That your work becomes an altar and your excellence becomes your evangelism. Because in God's kingdom, there is no divides, between the sacred and the secular. All of life belongs to Him. Now, as we moved into episode 3, we are going to step further into something very deeper for us. If episode 1 was about where we are called to influence, and episode 2 was about how we worship through work, then episode 3 is going to be about how we engage culture itself. How do we engage culture? This episode is about the difference between reactive faith and proactive faith, and why the church must move from reaction to reformation. We must move from waiting for things to happen before we react. We must be reformers that changes things before they even happen. The truth is, we are living in a rapidly shifting world. Technology is advancing faster than wisdom, and culture is redefining morality by the hour. Everyone has a platform, and yet few have purpose. And in the mindset of this confusion, the church often finds herself reacting, responding to scandals, arguing about politics, or defending herself against criticisms, or rather than shaping the direction of society from a place of spiritual authority and cultural intelligence, I mean to say. But God never called us to merely react to what the world does. He is calling you and I to anticipate, to build and influence. That's proactive Christianity. We're supposed to influence it. First Chronicles chapter 12 verse 32 tells us about the men of Issachar who understood the times and knew what Israel should do. You see, they were not hiding in caves or complaining, on social media. No, they were discerning, strategic, and they were informed. They understood the climate of their generation and offered solutions rooted in God's wisdom. I'm a wisdom guy. I wrote my thesis on wisdom, and that's what it means to be proactive, to understand the times and to know what to do. We need to come to the point where we know what to do and not be confused when the things had happened already. But we have to be reformers. Let's make it practical like this. Reactive faith says the world is getting worse. Proactive faith says, let's raise leaders who can bring righteousness into the system. You see, reactive always complains, but proactive makes it happen. Reactive faith hides behind fear, while proactive faith stands on foresight. You see, reactive faith criticizes problems, while proactive faith creates solutions. So the question for you is, are you creating solution or you are complaining? I've seen lots of complaints more times. So reactive believers wait until a crisis hits before they start praying, while proactive believers walk in discernment. They are ready. They are already praying, already planning. They are already positioned to make things happen. That's why I so much love what we're doing in Ignite Purpose and Skills Network, because God is calling his people to move from crisis mode to creation mode, from fear driven to wisdom driven, because we are not victims of culture. We are custodians of it. We cannot be victims of culture. We can only be custodians of it. We are meant to disciple nations, not to be discipled by them. No sir, no ma. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 28 verse 19, he said, go and make disciples of all nations. He didn't say wait until the world becomes dark and then complain about it. He said go. That means lead influence and shape systems with kingdom truth, and the truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free. You need to know the truth. At the heart of proactive Christianity is a biblical worldview, a way of seeing the world through God's truth and not through trends. Another biblical worldview says my job is holy, my studies are sacred, my business is ministry. It teaches us that we are not just saved souls, but sent ones, sent to engage, reform, and to redeem culture. You are sent to redeem culture. Titus chapter 3 verse 14 reminds us, it says, our people must learn to devote themselves to doing what is good in order to provide for urgent needs and not live unproductive lives. That's what proactive faith looks like. It produces fruit. It doesn't wait for someone else to act. It initiates, it innovates, and implements the necessary things that need to be implemented. Imagine a generation of spirit-filled professionals, teachers who discipled through education, doctors who heal bodies and hearts, entrepreneurs who build with integrity, artists who restore imagination, developers who design technology that uplifts humanity. That's what happens when faith becomes proactive. It starts shaping reality. It starts shaping realities over and over again. But this kind of influence requires training. It requires huge training. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 11 to 12 says that God gave leaders to equip the saints for work of ministry. That means the church's job isn't just to gather worshippers, it's to send workers out. Our Sunday gatherings, should empower Monday missions. We don't come to church just to be filled. We come to be formed and then to be sent out into the world, into our spaces, our workplaces. The church must begin to disciple people not just for ministry inside the building, because that's what we've been doing, but for leadership outside the building. We must reach believers to merge spiritual power with practical skills. Imagine an apostle who is a politician, to pray with authority and walk with excellence, to be filled with the Spirit like Bezalel in Exodus chapter 3, and yet skilled in their craft, because the Spirit doesn't only anoint preachers, he anoints professionals. When we limit discipleship to spiritual giftings alone, we produce church workers. But when we combine spirit-led formation with professional competence, we produce cultural reformers. People who can interpret dreams like Daniel and manage resources like Joseph. Come on, what a powerful thing that we desire and are hungry for in this our time and season. So, how do we start living proactively? Here's a simple framework I have been able to prepare that we can be able to apply to our churches. 1. Discern the times. Be spiritually awake and culturally aware. Please, pastors, please, everyone, don't just watch trends, interpret them. Ask what God is saying in this season. What is God saying in this season? 2. Develop competence. Excellence is evangelism. When you do your work, your influence grows. People listen when your results speak. 3. Disciple others. Oh, I love discipleship. You can join us at Ignite. Don't walk alone. Multiply what you know in others. Mentorship is how transformation scales. Don't be a transactional discipler. Be a transformational discipler. 4. Design solutions. Stop complaining. Oh, these young people are this and that. Have you been able to disciple them? Start creating. Turn your frustration into innovation. If something is broken in your community, ask God for the grace to fix it and not complain about it. Too much. It's getting too much. 5. Declare the kingdom. Let your voice, your work, and your attitude reflect Christ. Preach not just with words, but with wisdom and impact. This is how we become a church that leads culture instead of chasing it. A people who write history instead of reacting to it. So I beg you, start doing something today. Romans 12:21 says, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. That's the posture of proactive believers. We don't retreat in fear. We advance in faith. We overcome, not by matching the darkness, but by mastering light. So, don't just watch what's happening in your world. Shape it. Be part of the shaping mood. Don't just criticize the broken build. Build what's missing. Don't just wait for revival. Be the reviver in your classroom, your office, your studio, and your city. You were not saved to hide behind church walls. You were commissioned to reform the systems of the world, to think with wisdom, walk with excellence, and walk with courage, to be Daniels in your generation, faithful, skilled, and unshaken, to be Esther's, bold, wise, and positioned for impact, to be Joseph's, strategic, spirit-led, and solution-oriented. This is proactive faith. It's the kind of faith that doesn't wait for permission to shine. It rises, it builds, it leads. You are not here to react to the times. You are here to redeem them, because you are commissioned beyond the walls of the church. I love you, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you. Please do share this with your friends, and God bless you. Bye.